Well, good afternoon. Happy Friday. My name's David Duran. I own Ultimate Poolscapes with my wife, Jackie Duran. So, today, I'm going to talk a little bit about choosing the right contractor uh, for your pool build. Just got out of a meeting with a couple that we went through the whole process and helped them navigate through a lot of the questions that they had. Number one, experience. So, um, us in particular, we have over 22 years of experience. I used to build water parks for a company out of Albany, New York, through a contractor out of McKinney. So I was able to learn a lot about hydraulics and water uh, hydraulics in particular, plumbing. So that we have a lot of experience with. So that's the main component of the pool is the hydraulics, but also have a lot of experience too in with the actual build process, the excavation, the rebar, the gunite, and flat work and masonry work, and of course the equipment. Um, we use in particular Pentair products. So we use the variable speed pumps, the control systems, things that are automated. We find that using automation, especially uh, the Pentair product, it's so easy to operate and they make it easy for us to use their apps. So, anyway, big shout out to Pentair. So basically, just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about finding the right builder, making sure that they actually build your pool and not just like a contractor. A pool builder and a contractor, two separate things. A contractor subcontracts everything out on the pool build. Um, they don't actually have equipment or staff, so it's super important when you're looking for a pool builder that they actually can build the pool. Um, I don't know how important it is, but to me, I would say that's super important. Just because that you have people, if there's something that actually goes wrong, and that you need some kind of warranty work or something to be looked at, it's good to have employees. So when you're actually looking for a pool builder, make sure that they are actually a pool builder. So that's super important. The other thing is actually to have a, a store where you're able to come in, visit, look at designs, sit down with a designer. Of course, we have one, and someone that will help you with the process of picking out materials. We have a vast array of materials here in our store that you can actually come and look at and take them outside, look at them in the light, and kind of get an idea of what exactly it is that this material looks like in the sunlight. The great thing about doing business with us is that you can we can actually take you to go see pools that we built, touch them, feel, look at the colors in person. I've never built a pool that I cannot walk into someone's backyard and actually see and show that pool. And that's a testament to who we are and the trust that people have with Ultimate Poolscapes. Uh, the other component is, that we are actually a service company as well. So look for someone that has the ability to service your pool after the build. That's super important because with the wrong chemistry, you can damage your pool. Um, so it's super important that you choose a company that actually are capable of taking care of your pool after the build process. So and not just that, just make sure that the warranties uh, for equipment, for the actual gunite shell, the tile, the plaster, the equipment. Make sure that you have a good warranty. I hear so many stories, about people that when they build a pool, they get ghosted. When they have problems by the contractor, and they're like, okay, wait a minute, we just spent all this money with me, and now I can't get in touch with them. Well, that's the important thing about having an office. Ours is at 22010 Woodway Drive. We have a secretary that the door's always open. Someone's always answering the phone, and it's one of those that you've got to be able to have a place of business where people can come not only to uh, get their water tested, not only hey, if there's a problem, you can talk to someone in the office, and you can always have that means of communication. So I think that's a super important aspect of finding the right builder, finding the right person to partner with. And I think Ultimate Poolscapes does a really good job of doing it. I've heard so many horror stories as well that it's like I was saying just a second ago, that people get ghosted and they build a pool and you never hear back from them. But and those are I think down in your gut, hey, if it's a cost thing, that separates one pool builder from another. I think if your gut tells you, hey, go with this person. I think even though there might be a slight difference in price, I think it's worth communicating and saying, hey, look, there's a $5,000 difference. Here, can you explain to me and what the actual difference is? So I'm comparing apples to apples. And most of the time, it's something simple that can be bridged, and you can say, okay, well, hey, let's split it down the middle, and we can make that happen. So a lot of times it's price, but you know the old saying, you get what you pay for. And I find that very true. um, Sometimes I get a lot of phone calls, and people call in and say, hey, David, I'm sorry, I didn't go with you. I should have. I should have gone with my gut, and but you were a little bit more expensive. And I said, well, it's a learning process, and you we're not all perfect, and we don't make all the right decisions. So things happen, and we're understanding here. So anybody that has had someone built, have a that's had a pool built by someone else, we don't have a problem stepping in and helping. So that's something that we realize and understand, that hey, we can't win them all. So but yeah, it's just one of those things that we're here for you, um, whenever you need us. Thank God that we have, like I said, I'm always shouting, giving a big shout out to our employees. Without them, we're nothing. Uh, they're the ones that are out there, shining, doing the best work, taking care of the actual process, and using their skill to put it together. So all the guys, if they're tuning in, thank you for your hard work. The office staff here, thank you for all your hard work. Sometimes we don't say enough about the people that work for us, but deep down they know that we care about them, and then we're always there for them. So, but anyway, when you're in the market for a new pool, uh, give Ultimate Poolscapes a call, and you can call us at 254 379 6351. And remember, you dream it, we build it.